So today we're going to talk about how BB and I met, how we're together, and we're going to give you a bunch of information on us because that's probably like 80% of the comments and the questions within the comments are all about how did you meet, and countless other questions that come into that. And BB just said that she doesn't want to talk very much.
Yes.
And I'm not going to allow that. So I'll give you my perspective on each situation, and then she'll give you hers. I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we were acquaintances. We kind of knew each other a little bit, but we'd never really talked before about anything important. And so she had this like little coffee shop that she would always go to, and I finagled a way to kind of get over there and talk to her. I didn't feel like I was like her first choice at all. So feel free to elaborate on my thought process.
No, that's not true.
I was your first choice?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie.
That's true?
Yeah.
Aw, that makes me feel good. So she's telling, all right. So that's good. So my
This is the first time and the last time you were here. Okay.
my perception was off. All right. It's gonna be a good night. So anyway, so I was able to figure out a way over and talk to her, and we started a conversation. And, I was talking to her about God knows what, and I have a way, if you can't tell, that I talk all the time. And basically, like, I just free up all that, area where there is no talking, I'll free it up so that we're not uncomfortable. And she ended up being the type of person that enjoys someone that's like that, where it's like I just talk and talk and talk and talk, and she just listens and listens and listens. So anyway, so I was able to ask her out on a date, and we went on a date to a movie, I think. Did you go to a movie? Where did we go?
Yeah, we went for movies.
What did we see?
The
You fucker. I just remembered this. She took me to Frozen.
Yes.
She told me, she's like, will you go to Frozen with me? And I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like,
No, you said, no, you like cartoons. Yeah, we go. And I was like, really?
oh, I did, didn't I? I was like, yeah, I like cartoons. Yeah, for sure, we'll go.
Yes.
And what did we get, like, through half of it? And then I finally asked you, I was like, do you even you like this much? And you're like, no, I just wanted to see if you would go.
Yeah. Remember I was video.
Yeah, you were videotaping me. It's fucked up. So that was our first date, was her just testing me and videotaping me and then like putting it on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's like, you believe I got this guy to do this? And there's all these kids down below just going fucking crazy. And I'm like, I can't even pay attention to the movie. You're like, you don't even like it anyways. I'm like, it's not the point. So anyway, so we have this like really kind of like interesting connection, and we didn't even realize it. Like we didn't realize how great the connection was, because like 2 or 3 weeks later, we just stopped talking to each other.
No, wait. Let's talk about the crocodile. Remember the movie about the crocodile?
What movie about the crocodile?
Crocodile, come on. We watched the movie about the crocodile, the big crocodile, and the guys were running from that crocodile. Remember? You forgot.
I did forget. I'm like, what guy was that? You took another guy to another movie?
No way. He's just joking right now.
It's like her thing. She takes guys to cartoon movies and videotapes them.
The horror movie.
Yeah, the bad crocodile horror movie. Yeah, don't see that.
Remember?
Yeah, it was dog shit. It was bad. But
Yeah, but it was romantic, huh?
yeah, it was so romantic because you were scared. She would like always grab my shoulder, and I'm like, what the fuck is there to be scared of?
So you see the balance.
Yeah, the balance. So anyway, so we stopped talking 2 or 3 weeks later. And it's mostly because we're like fiercely independent between the two of us. And I have a fear of commitment, I think, like quite a few other people that I've been working on. Is like trying to overcome that kind of thing. And my natural reaction in this scenario was to just kind of like separate. I got extremely lucky that she gave me another chance. But even within that chance, it wasn't, and this is 6 months, 8 months later, we didn't talk for 6 or 8 months. And then I ended up contacting her again. And we didn't see each other romantically after that. We saw each other as friends because we ended up starting a business together. We saw that we both clicked, right? Like the things she was good at and the things I were good at were different, and they meshed together really well. So we ended up starting a business together, and we were forced to talk to each other every single day, all day. Like we'd talk 3-4 times a day, and not in a relationship. And she that was the only way that I would ever like stay. Like if I was in the relationship with my fear of commitment, I would have left. But because this wasn't a relationship as I saw it, I stayed. And then I found out how fucking incredible she is and how like perfect she is for me, right? And how perfect I am for her.
Right.
Yes. This is when you chime in. So, so yeah. And then we got to this point where it was like, we're best fucking friends. And we realized that. It was like, we had that conversation, remember?
Yeah.
Where it was like, you're my best friend. And like, I don't have best friends. I don't let people into my circle. And then I let her in without even consciously doing it. I just let her in. And she was in there. And the same thing happened with her and me, right? I was in her circle. And it was just sort of obvious that we should be together at that point. I still fought it though. Like I still fought against it a little bit. But then, you know, when things are so obvious, you're just like, all right, like quit being stupid and scared and fucking move forward. So, you know, that's what I did. And so now we have, I think, a really good relationship. Communication is the key to like our relationship. But we were able to like bond under the with the communication before we were in an actual relationship, before we like realized that we like really were a good match. We realized that over time, but we have lines of communication that we formed throughout that period of time that serve us really well within our relationship, our romantic relationship. Just anything that comes up, we discuss it. And we talk about it. We say the truth. We're allowed to be upset with each other. I don't hold it against her if she gets mad at me, or if she says something that I don't agree with. I don't do that. Like I listen to it. We have our little period of time where we get frustrated or something, and then we'll eventually just kind of come together. She's been going through some stuff recently, and I'm learning how to grow with her and help her through those things. And then she's also learning how to let me do that stuff. So the process of that was amazing. But like, that's kind of like the story. We have a little bit of a different type story, where we were romantic, we weren't romantic, and we were friends, and then we became romantic again.
Yeah,
yeah, we went through these interesting stages. Yeah, so that's what we can give you tonight about that. We'll definitely go dive deeper into it because there'll be plenty of questions about more stuff that we maybe, you know, that I left out or we left out tonight. But we'll answer all those questions. But we figured, you know, you guys have been so interested that we should give you our backstory at least on how we met and how we kind of got into the relationship we're in now. So, you got anything to say, Vivi?
If they have any questions, they can ask.
Oh, straight to the video stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, notifications, subscription, likes, please, and comment. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you.